What up, y'all? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. And I'm gonna pick things up. I know I said I was gonna start a new one, but I think I'm gonna stick with the team I got with Agent Zero, T Mac, Jimmy Buckets, um, and a couple other guys. Now my perimeter defense is nice. Got a good perimeter defense. Butler, Casey Jones, you know, T Mac to a certain extent, Gerald Wallace, Kurt Heinrich. But I don't really have too many shooters. Del Carey really is the only shooter I got, um, and Gilbert Arenas, but he plays with the ball. So I don't have too many shooters. I don't have an inside presence in terms of posting up. So I'm gonna try to make a change with Whiteside. He played pretty well last game. He had 11 points and 8 boards. But I want to try my hand and see if I can't get me a better center. Free agency, there's not too many good centers out there, so um, I want to get somebody that can score, maybe another shooter. So I'm gonna do, and here's the thing, I'm gonna try to keep things very realistic. So during the season, I'm only gonna allow myself to make 2 trades at minimum, at the max, and then all season another 2, just to keep things kind of realistic. I know teams are free to make as many trades as they want, but I just want to do it just so I don't get all the good players and trade for all the good players and spam on the trade. But with my sliders, I made trading a bit harder and more realistic with the sliders I got. So I'm gonna give up Whiteside. Um, we got to take care of the Thunder with Shaq and Shawn Kemp. So we got to try to keep these 2 guys off the boards. And then they got Ray Allen and man. Okay, so Whiteside, and I'm gonna give up 2 first-round picks. I don't care too much about who's coming out in the draft, but I'm just gonna trade two first round picks and Whiteside. Maybe I can get a good center. Whiteside ain't no slouch, but oh my gosh, nobody won. What if I add a third? No. Damn. So I can only do 2 picks in my center, and that's Whiteside. So maybe they would prefer 2 picks this year, first and 2 seconds. Maybe that can help because I want someone that can score inside. Do it all kind of. DeAndre Jordan, necessarily need Chandler Parsons. Um, Roman Run, Robert Parrish. For Whiteside and Heinrich, I already got a defensive point guard in. So let me look at Robert Parrish real quick. Nice 2-way style. He can score. What the fuck is the defense isn't bad. Rebounding isn't bad. He's a 7-footer legit. And Earl Monroe. He's a pretty good inside scorer too. Perimeter defense ain't bad. Probably get Trevor Ariza in this deal too. That would help out a lot. I would have to give up someone else. Casey Jones is a good defensive perimeter player. Yeah, maybe Gerald Wallace. I like Gerald Wallace. Pekovic? And I'll add another pick. I know they probably ain't gonna want this. No, so they will want another pick. We would lose 3 picks for Monroe, Parrish, and Ariza. I'm gonna do it though. Now offensively, we got Parrish coming in, we got Ariza, but I'm still gonna put Jimmy Buckets right there at the 3. Parrish, give him some minutes. And Trevor Ariza will need some minutes now as well, so this is the beauty of it. But Monroe too. Okay, so I'm gonna make one more trade. I like Earl Monroe, but I'm gonna trade one of these point guards away. Monroe's younger. He can score. I'm gonna say K.C. Jones. I know he's a lockdown defender, but at the end of the day, we still got Jimmy Buckets, Rodman, Wallace, and Ariza. So K.C. Jones. Let's see what I can find. I would like a big man. Taj Gibson. Going Andrew Bogut, Andrew Bynum, Mahimi Lawson, Lee and Jack, Carlos Boozer. I don't know about that. Ashik, Hill, Jermaine O'Neal, and Bino Udrih. The Lakers are willing to give me Jermaine O'Neal and Bino Udrih for K.C. Jones and Charles Oakley. Let me keep looking though. What else I got here? Not too many other good ones. But I think the best one is definitely this one with Jermaine O'Neal and Bino. I'm going to take this deal. I'm going to take that. And that is the end of my trading. I made 2 trades. I'm good from here on out. Jermaine O'Neal is having some fatigue issues. Should I keep Rodman in and bring O'Neal off the bench? I think that's what I want to do. And also I'm going to boost up to about 10 players a game. Okay, so some of my starters, I'm going to bring their minutes down. Help Jermaine O'Neal some. Wallace, Carey, I still give him about 5 minutes a game. They're on hot streaks, so I bring those up. I'll keep Rodman for the time being. I'm going to kind of split the minutes a bit between him and O'Neal. 26 and 26, I'll say that much. Because I only pretty much got 3 big men. So I got to try to share some minutes between them. Trevor and Gerald Wallace can both play the power forward position. I would probably prefer Gerald Wallace at that position, even though Ariza's taller. But that's what we got. And we got OKC. So Shaq, Shawn Kemp. Shaq, Shawn Kemp, and all those other guys. We're going to have to try a way to pressure these guys and see who we're going to... Kemp, I'm not worried about Kemp. He's going to be checked by Dennis Rodman the majority of the time, so I'm okay with that. Who's that backup big man? Nurkic? Patterson? Where am I looking for? I'm looking for something. Okay, here we go. Conley, it's a tight ball on him. Smother his ass, man. Go over that screen. Go over at Conley screen too. Rudy game, play him a bit tight. Kemp, Off the ball tight. Shaq. Off the ball tight. Up against Robert Parrish. I think Robert Parrish can necessarily handle him well. So I don't want to front. I definitely don't want to front Shaq. I think he's more dangerous on the dig, so I'm gonna double him on the dig. Gotta try to get back out to our shooters. Gilchrist, I'm not worried about him shooting. Shumpers can shoot it. Patrick Patterson, you gotta play him tight. Nurkic, and get those rebounds. Exum, he's a guard, so hey, play these guards tight. They're running us tight, and I think we're good. Let's play it. I think we're good, man. So I'm gonna continue to wear some old unis. Well, we wore these last game. This game, I think we'll wear these old school black ones.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Black for this game.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Looking at the Thunder, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence, they won all 4 games against this team last season.
Rudy Gay had 21 in his last
Fellas, it
game.
seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
Shaquille O'Neal.
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began.
On the pregame show and on the court at the same time. Only Shaq can do that. Him and Sean Kemp, that is it.
We're coming at you
That's
from the
one hell of a
Chesapeake
duo.
Energy Arena in beautiful
So we got to try
Oklahoma
to
City,
swarm
Oklahoma,
the paint
as the
as
Thunder
best as
prepare
we
to take
can.
the floor. Last outing for Minnesota, the loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. And that does your confidence guys no
Robert
favor.
Parrish
They got
speed
manhandled
is like
in that one. It
zero.
wasn't pretty.
He is a slow
You know what?
son of a bitch.
A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
Gilbert.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able
I
to
just
shoot
want
your
to
way
try
out
it.
of a slump.
I had no
but
good
they
reason to
just
take
kept
that.
making
Let's
things
Gilbert
worse.
wins.
Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And
Allen's
checking out
open on the
Minnesota's
wing.
opening lineup. Rodman is out there with Jimmy
So it was
Butler.
dumb for me to
Then
take
it's
that
Parrish,
half-court shot
then
back
it's
here, but I
Tracy
couldn't help it,
McGrady,
man.
and it's Arenas in at the point guard position. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Outside Butler. Parrish inside, defended by Shaq.
Parrish inside,
Can't hit the
nice.
turnaround jumper.
Couldn't hit the turnaround J, but
You
it's
know,
cool.
and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year
Parrish
deal in
on
the
Rudy
middle
Gay.
of last year's playoff.
Come on, man. That's a mismatch anyway. I don't want that. Get my man Jimmy back on.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Allen kicks to Conley. And
Oh,
the
good throw. Give him a
rejection
go.
by
Nice
Parrish.
block. That's what I want to see.
Outside Arenas. Arenas missing again.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Gay dishes to Conley.
I got Dennis Rodman on Shaq down low. But he's not down low anymore. But
Feeds it to O'Neal. Shot clock at 5. Rodman with the defensive effort.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Arenas goes in. Good work.
a lot of
defensively
contact.
by
They ain't
Gay.
calling nothing though.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
From past the arc.
wide open.
And that one's good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
We can't let him get open like that.
For Minnesota, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Outside, Rodman. Here's Arenas.
Gilbert's
Again,
just not
the
hitting
miss by
nothing today.
Arenas.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
McGrady against Conley. The screen from Kemp. The drive by Gay. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Arenas. Rodman passes to Arenas. Here's Parrish, and he throws it down.
That happened by
with
accident,
one
but
hand.
I'll take it.
It took him a while, but
I'll take
finally
whatever
they
goddamn
take the
points I
lid
can
off.
get.
You know, sometimes all it takes is one to get a team going. We'll see if that's the case here.
Here is Conley. Shaq with the screen.
I tried to steal him.
Here's Kemp, and there's another one for the
Nice
Thunder.
little jump shot.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need
Ah,
a
what kind
basket.
of pass was that?
Parrish kicks it over to Arenas. Rodman dishes to Butler. Here's Rodman. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. Rodman's got his first basket. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Well, the Timberwolves knew that last season would be one not to worry about winning with Coach Flip Saunders. It was more about growing as a team. And
Oh, that was a mean-ass pick by
Yeah,
Shaq.
Flip Kevin's a great teacher, and so to have this young group and show the improvement they did over the course of the season was important. And really, it's mostly just about getting guys
That's what I like
used
to
to a
say.
system and preparing for what could be a really bright future.
Nice little pick
It
and
really
roll.
does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Kemp against Rodman. Kemp passes to Gay. Some solid defense from Butler.
And, you know, as you said, with Minnesota, I think last season was just about letting the young guys grow and develop, giving them minutes. They had a really young team. The average age last season, under 25 years old.
And so he earns a trip to the
Contact.
line.
I thought they
Officials
weren't
saw
gonna
the
call that at
contact, and
first.
he'll shoot 2.
And down the stretch, they let the young guys play through their mistakes. And I thought for the Wolves that was important. Wiggins led the league in minutes played after the All-Star
Yeah.
break. A lot
Earl
of those
Pearl,
young Wolves
Trevor
logged
Ariza,
heavy
and
minutes
Jermaine
and
O'Neal
got
coming
great
in.
experience.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Minnesota also making some changes. Jermaine O'Neal is checked in for Parrish. Ariza comes in for Rodman. And Monroe subbed in for Clutch.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
The Thunder with the lead. Exum kicks to Patterson. McGrady against Shumpert. Back to Patterson. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Monroe dishes to McGrady. Butler on the wing.
Jimmy Butler, get in there, boy.
As he slams it right over Nurkic.
Wearing that old 21 looking like
Lots of
Kevin
standing
Garnett.
around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, huh, with that emphatic slam.
And, guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit. I can
Cookies
tell you that.
Trevor.
Watch out. He can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that much.
And that last replay,
You
courtesy
didn't need to
of
do
Kia.
that, Jermaine.
And Yusuf Nurkic, really a big, good-looking young prospect. He's the guy that took Mozgov's place in Denver.
Yeah, originally Kevin drafted by the Bulls at number 16, then traded to Denver, as you indicated.
And my wings
His
coming
sheer
out.
size alone,
They'll
7 feet,
carry in
280. That makes him a force on the glass.
Gerald Wallace.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gerald Wallace, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler, and Curry subbed in for Tracy McGrady.
And getting back to Nurkic, what makes him an intriguing prospect beyond his size is his exceptional balance. I mean, his excellent footwork makes him really effective in the pick and roll. He also possesses great lateral speed and quick hands for a big man.
Now here's Wallace. Out to Monroe. Here's O'Neal. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
It seems that every pass
Moving the
they
ball a little
make
bit
is
too
leading
much
to
on
a
that
score here. I
possession,
mean,
but it
that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Kid Gilchrist against Ariza. Here's Nurkic. Goes up again.
I didn't want that to happen.
And
Damn, so that's two quick-ass fouls with
the
Jermaine O'Neal.
The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Bum ass to the
Shane Larkins
bench,
checked in for
goddammit.
Oklahoma City. Minnesota also with the
Bum
sub.
ass.
Parrish is checked in for Jermaine O'Neal.
And, you know, talking about Nurkic, I mean, his father, a police officer in Bosnia. According to the Denver Nuggets broadcasters last year, Dad is 7 feet tall and weighs a good 400 pounds or more. That's a big police officer.
Oh, a lot of
there,
contact.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Free throw good, Parrish.
And for long stretches of the
I think making
season,
that
the
trade for
Thunder,
Parrish
they had a
made it a
short
lot
bench
better.
early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
Now
He's
here's
just
Patterson.
slow as all
Quiet so
hell.
far offensively. Searching
Ah,
for his first points of the game.
oh, we fouled his
Against
ass.
Individual contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Bum ass wasn't gonna make
Last
it.
year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
He hits both from the stripe. And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he
That point
also
guard is
became
Shane
a
Larkin, that backup
facilitator
point
of all
guard.
things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point. .139 left here in the first quarter. To the wing on the left. On the wing, Wallace. And Curry has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Pulls up.
Good defense.
Will not go. This is off the front iron. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And no matter how well
where's
you
the?
shoot
I mean, he
that
ain't gonna shoot,
poorly,
but
it's going to be a very difficult challenge for you to get a win.
I'll take
Yeah,
that.
there was sort
Turnover,
of a
baby.
snowball effect in that game, too, guys. I mean, what started as a cold night for a few
Alright, we gotta
guys
get something going at the
turned
basket.
into a cold night for just about everybody.
Now here's Monroe. He
Giving me
hasn't
the
yet
same
put up
damn
any
play. I don't
points in
want
this
that
one. Screen by Parrish. Shot from the wing.
Mid-range
Monroe,
shot
no
can't get
good.
it.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Shumpert against
Robert
Curry.
Parrish is the slowest motherfucker on this game.
Shumpert passes to Patterson.
No
and
lateral
he pops
quickness,
in
none
the
of
layup
that.
off the glass.
Nothing.
Patterson's got his first points of the night.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots
Ah,
in the paint
look at
here
that.
already.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock
Sorry,
that
we
one
back, we
down.
back,
He'll
we
spray
back.
that one on you.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
He ain't gonna shoot.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. They get it back. And it's
Oh,
going
but
to be
we
2
can't
free throws. Drew
get the
contact
damn
on the
rebound,
shot.
man.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Understandable. We
The
small.
Thunder shooting their 6th and 7th
Second
free throw
group is a
attempts
really
tonight.
small team.
And they were
We're not
75%
gonna get a lot of
from the line
rebounds.
a season ago.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Outside, Arenas fires the 3, and that
We
one's
need that,
good.
Gilbert.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Johnson.
First quarter in the books.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder lead by 2. We'll get right back to the action when...
Care about all that. So far, Shaq hasn't
And
really
power forward
done
Patrick
nothing.
Patterson. Getting
So I'll
better
take that.
every season. He said that
I
his
thought he would
college
kill us. I
career...
thought
it
Ray
could-
Allen would kill us.
Patterson
Right now, him and
exactly
Sean
the guy
Kemp
he says
really-
he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys
Really hasn't
you've
done
got
much.
to have on your team.
Yeah.
Brandon haven't played
Val
much.
utility, I call him, the kind of guy who his teammates
Kemp is
just
back.
love. I mean, they
I call
know
him
he's
Brand.
always going to have their back, and he's always going to work hard. He's going to do what he's supposed to do and be where he's supposed to be.
Right there,
Do it
T-Mac.
when he's supposed to do it.
T-Mac, he has not been shooting well.
Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
They've won the effort battle, and that's allowed them to control the backcourt.
And it's been gang
You ain't gonna
rebounds. I
shoot
mean,
that, man.
everybody has
Oh,
done a great
shit.
job boxing out for him, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
So on the floor for Minnesota, clutch out there with Tracy McGrady. Then it's Rodman. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's O'Neal in at the 5 down low. Here's Butler. Kemp with the rebound.
Too much on there for Butler.
Kemp's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
I know,
The
too much
Thunder
on
leading by 4. Conley kicks to Johnson. Kemp a screen on Butler. Johnson with it. Butler covering. Johnson dishes to Kemp.
I ain't worried about you, Kemp. We ain't gonna get nothing on him.
O'Neal with the rebound.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean,
T-Mac,
that's
that's what he
really
do.
good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And the Thunder with some changes. O'Neal comes in for Oubre. And it's Allen in for Johnson. Free throw good. McGrady.
Shaq back in.
Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody
Give me
but
that.
one player
Give me
was
that.
either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
Arenas passes to O'Neal. They set the pick. Shot's good. O'Neal's got the lead up to 1 now for the Timberwolves. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Allen
I didn't want to
shot
do
is
that, but
And guys, for
It
the
worked
Thunder,
out.
listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
T-Mac.
And that one's good.
There we go.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Conley kicks to Gay. Here in the second quarter, we played.
Oh my gosh. I didn't think Rudy Gay was going to do
This
that.
is the time for that kind of flair.
I wasn't
Close
expecting that
game,
from Rudy.
The important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah,
Perhaps.
but hey, he's an athlete.
Ooh,
and
nice
can't
steal.
fault it
Nice
for
steal
that.
by Ray.
Although, if he missed it, I
Good
might
block.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Arenas with it. Conley picks him up. McGrady
Hey,
against
Gil, what are you
Gay.
doing?
Outside, Rodman. Outside, Butler. Pass to O'Neal. Shot off the screen. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the
take
front of
that.
the rim. O'Neal's got 6.
And that's
Jermaine
why
O'Neal
it's so
coming
important
in,
to really be
bench
a
work
good
doing
screening
well.
team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
We're really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Shumpert is checked in for Gay. And it's Dante Exum in for Mike Conley. And a change for the Timberwolves. Monroe's checked in. Exum kicks to Shaq. Passes it to Exum. From the arc. No good.
That's what I wanted.
Timberwolves go the other way with it. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
Almost
Take a
got that
moment
one
to
to
look
go.
at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. Fifth on the list, the Thunder.
Yeah, shot
I
that
just
jump.
loved how this team
Lane O'Neal was
attacked their
definitely the quicker of the
opponents. You
two.
could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kemp. O'Neal hits them both. It's now been a decade since the Minnesota Timberwolves played postseason basketball. Last trip to the postseason for the Wolves back in 2004.
Wow, it was a long time ago. And if you're wondering, that is the longest playoff drought in the league currently. Wolves want nothing more than to get back to playing playoff basketball, and featuring the number one pick in last year's draft will help.
Good way to start, you're right. Guys, this offense very effective.
Point right at him.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Shaq against Rodman. Back to Monroe. The 10-footer. It's rebounded.
Try and get him to
by
jump,
Oklahoma
but he
City.
didn't jump.
And you know,
Good
even though
defense
the
by
Wolves have been
Shumpert.
out of the playoffs so long, you get the sense it won't be too much longer. They've got a really nice core to build around, and I think could be special, especially Andrew Wiggins.
Out left to the wing.
Shoot that shot. Go ahead, shoot that shot.
The dish to Shumpert. Kicks to Exum. Jacks up a three.
Jack's three. He
Rebound
can't
by
get it.
Butler. Here's Minnesota. They're on an 11-2 run.
Gilbert
And
Arenas.
as you
Wide
mentioned,
open
the
three.
Wolves could be back
That's
in the
why I got
playoffs
him, man.
in
That's
due
why I
time.
got
They are
Scotty.
headed in the right direction.
Scotty, I
Some
call him
mistakes have
Scotty.
been made along the way, but you have to like their
I ain't
future
like
now.
that.
Arenas with it. Now defended by Exum. Outside Arenas. Here's O'Neal. That one wide left. Thunder trailing by 5. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
I got confused on who was checking him. It was Neil Gilbert. Good defense by Monroe.
The pass to Nurkic.
Good
There's the
defense.
third two-handed
I mean,
slam.
good pass.
Signature slam
That's
right
him as
there
a
from the big fella.
very good
How many
passer.
of those have
If
we
he can
seen
stay healthy, I
before?
think he'll have a
Timberwolves
pretty
leading
good
by
career
3.
too.
Outside Rodman. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's O'Neal.
Lane O'Neal off balance, got it to go.
That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was
I'll take
already
it.
a very
I'll
good
take all of it.
performance in period number 1.
Down low. Here's Nurkic. And that comes
Good
off
shot
the assist
on
by
the
Exum.
inside.
Nurkic has got 8 points.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Robert Parrish is checked in for O'Neal. Riza comes in for Dennis Rodman. Gerald Wallace, he's checked in for Butler. And Curry subbed in for Monroe.
They gonna call him for the charge? Come
He does not
on.
want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game
He
up
looked
for
like he was
sure.
moving his
Thunder
feet.
trailing by 3. Here's Larkin. Pass to Oubre. They set the pick.
He ain't gonna shoot. He ain't gonna shoot. Go into that pick. He ain't gonna
Kid
shoot.
Gilchrist against Ariza from 12 feet out. And too long on the shot.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Arenas dishes to Wallace. And
Give me that.
jamming that one home.
How about that? Breaking out the statue
I ain't heard
of
Joe
Liberty
Wallace
on
was a
that.
thug.
Nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes,
That was a
indeed.
thuggish dunk.
Johnson, the pass to Kid Gilchrist.
He ain't gonna shoot. You can't shoot.
Johnson the screen.
You ain't gonna shoot. You scared.
Here's Larkin.
You don't got no
5 to shoot.
movement on
He
offense
dishes
at
it
all.
to Oubre.
We got some
He hits the
separation.
back
Good
iron
shot.
and sinks the shot. Oubre's got his first points of the game. 11 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Arenas. It'll count. He got it
Give me
up
that.
time,
Oh.
but it wouldn't fall for him.
I thought it was going to drop.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one.
Growing up, I was just
Timberwolves
known.
ahead. They're up by 3.
Gilbert Arenas was known to
And
make
we'll
shots
be back
like that. at
right
the
after
buzzer.
halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And now, the 2K
Especially the
Sports
second game.
Halftime
We got
Show.
14 altogether. I'll probably sneak in another game later on tonight. Maybe after the draft.
Hello
part of
again,
me
everybody.
forgot
Ernie
the draft
Johnson
was
here
coming on.
alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll
scared
be
to pick
looking
at
back
2.
at the game's first half. It was a closely contested first
I'm
quarter
hoping
for
we go after
Minnesota.
Chase Young.
During
There's
one
been a lot
stretch,
of
they
talk
trailed
about
by
us
7,
drafting
never
Tua.
falling behind too far. They played with more purpose in the second quarter and fought to turn an early
Chase Young,
deficit
man.
into
We
a
need somebody.
three-point
We need
lead
a
by the time we reached the
beastly-ass
break.
pass rusher to
And
get to the
Kenny,
quarterback.
what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Really the one
Well,
thing
they
we're
didn't let
missing.
this hostile crowd ball.
I like our numbers
And
so
that'll
far.
do it for now
Rebounding,
as the
assists
second
look
half of
pretty
our game
decent.
is
See if I can get T-Mac more involved here in the second half. He's our closer. We need him to be a closer.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side
him to
jumping
be the
out ahead
closer.
through the first 2 quarters. Nice game. Great performance by Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Shot.
Greg, that's exactly what we're
Another
talking
nice
about.
foul. I did not
Talk
move
about being
the. I was gonna move the
efficient as an
fouls to
offensive
5
player.
instead of
Fully
6.
on display there.
Since we only play 8-minute
They've
quarters.
got O'Neal. Conley out there with Allen. Then it's Kemp. And it's Gay in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Maybe
A young
before,
team
like
trying to
make
find
it.
their place in the league can have
more
it tough
interesting.
on the road, Clark. And the
Find both of
2015 Timberwolves typified that sentiment.
In spades, 7-34 on the road last season. Dead last in the West as they won only 3 road games against the rest of the conference.
Shaq with the screen. Conley kicks to Allen.
Oh,
Baseline
gosh,
jumper.
Ray Allen
And
got
that
2
one
open.
falls coming off Conley's feet. Allen's
I don't
got
think
the
nobody
first
run
points to
through
start
things
out
like
the
Ray
third
Allen.
quarter for the Thunder.
You got Ray. You got Rick.
Arenas against Conley. And it's Arenas penetrating. The kick outside to Butler.
Here's it. There we go.
Target from
Ah,
outside.
shit. We needed that, man.
And with the Wolves,
That was money. That was
they
money.
shot
That was money.
things better and had better offense, they would still lose by double digits on average.
Conley with it. And Arenas picks him up defensively.
Surprised Kemp didn't roll to the basket.
O'Neal kicks to Gay. And he finishes
Ah,
it
Rudy
off
Gay. That
with
was
a
easy.
one-handed jam. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play.
That was
but
easy.
6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Parrish with the screen on Allen. Here's McGrady. Buries it from 3-point
Give me that.
range.
Give me all 3 of them.
McGrady's got 8 points.
And, you know, guys, for the Wolves on the road last year, it was hard because they are in the West. I mean, we've talked before about how far they have to travel as a team for their road games.
There's the screen. O'Neal a screen on Arenas.
Oh,
And it's Conley penetrating. Some solid defense by Rodman.
The defense
That's why I
ready
got
for
him.
him on that
That's
possession.
exactly
They
why I
had to
got
be
him.
because he is so strong in the paint.
He kicks it to Butler. Arenas against Conley. 4 on the clock. Arenas
that.
with the
There we
bucket.
go.
Hard to get that one off with the size
a
difference
bucket.
there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injury. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big 3, Durant, Westbrook, and
Big with
Ibaka,
Parrish
all
and
missed
O'Neal in.
significant time. Only Westbrook of those 3 was able to finish the season.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Ah, I fell
Well,
asleep
over that
on
last break,
defense.
Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team.
I fell
He
asleep
said
all
their
the way on
plan was to
defense.
run their offense through Gay. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
And thank you for that, Doris.
And listen, those injuries really did the
O'Neal.
Thunder in. I
Man,
mean,
how I
at no
wanted to
time
play.
during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
Kemp kicks to Shumpert. Inside, O'Neal. And fouled hard that time.
Finally feed the post to Shaq and do something with Shaq because
every franchise
hasn't done much
that is just
all game. I don't even think he has a
injuries.
point.
I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
How did I know?
Well, I'll tell you guys, when you look at this Wolves team,
Sean Kemp, I think he did make that mid-range shot. So I think he has 2
that's fitting together nicely.
Come on, clank this shot.
Good
Clank
skill
it.
set. I think this group could be one to watch and really good going forward.
Exum, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. So for the Timberwolves last year, Greg kind of traded into the top overall pick, getting the Wiggins deal, which means 2 consecutive years of having number 1. They're beginning to put together the ingredients.
I think they have a core to ultimately be formidable when you talk about that Western Conference. And to pick up Zach LaVine in that same draft, that was a nice selection as well. And don't discount what Flip Saunders brings to the table in terms of coaching and teaching these young players.
Conley sets a screen for Shumpert. Screen by O'Neal. Floats one up.
Give me that block.
On the wing, Tracy McGrady.
T-Mac.
He's got 10. Dishes it to Parrish. Monroe outside. McGrady outside. Goes back up.
Nice block. Nice block by Shaq.
Conley against Butler. Here's Kemp. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Timberwolves leading by 6. Monroe with it. Conley picks him up. And there's the feed to McGrady.
Right there.
Rebound.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And it's Conley penetrating. Right side, Kemp. The screen from Kemp. Exum dishes to Kemp. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. For Minnesota, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. From downtown, O'Neal with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 6.
I'm getting too trigger happy with them.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
The offense ain't doing nothing. They're not going through Shaq.
Shot is off.
Good
work defensively by Monroe. Here's Butler.
Nice.
So he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Here's what Minnesota's going with.
Look at that lineup. Jimmy Butler, Tracy McGrady, Gerald Wallace, Trevor Ariza, Robert Burge.
And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming
I tried to get past Lark and I couldn't. He was so feisty. Son of a bitch. I've never used that word before.
Johnson, a wide open look. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
Feeds it to McGrady. Goes up at the stripe.
T-Mac, give me that.
This season, the Thunder came into the year as a popular pick to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries.
He didn't have a good game one,
having him on the outside.
He's turning it around in this one.
In terms of the postseason.
It's been a nice game for McGrady. He's got 11 points, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
And they've been important to the team. Even if it's only a couple, it's helped them establish a defensive presence inside.
Rodman, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Finally, they got a shot.
Comes in for Butler. For the Thunder, their play against the rest of the West wasn't a huge problem as to why they missed the playoffs. And Clark, you know, they went 25-27 against the rest of the West.
Well, at first glance, that doesn't look too bad, but only 7 wins in those 29 games against the Western Conference playoff teams. With the talent the Thunder have, you still think of them as favorites in the West, at least one of the favorites in the West.
Ariza kicks it over to Arenas. The three from
good
beyond
defense.
the arc,
Oh!
and then some. Arenas has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's a bad boy.
Sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Hibachi. Agent Zero.
Patterson a screen on Arenas.
I can dig this. I like this defense, man.
44 seconds left here in the third
Making a
quarter.
trade for Trevor Ariza was
Larkin
actually
dishes
a
to
good one in
Patterson.
my
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Patterson's got his second bucket of the night.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Pass to Ariza. And stolen by Patterson. Here's Johnson. The shot is off. Nice defense from Wallace. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's McGrady.
Don't just leave
They'll
him
give another
open.
chance. Outside Arenas. He got it up. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's
I thought he was going to
offline.
yam it in his
And
face
we've watched 3
again.
so far in this one. Timberwolves lead by 7. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th.
Fourth quarter basketball.
Thunder trailing by 7. And
wants
a
it?
look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th.
Each game matters. It's
Rodman
a
is out there with
14-game
O'Neal.
season.
Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Clutch, and it's Ariza in at the 3.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
Now Arenas. He feeds it to O'Neal. Puts up the baby hook. And a
Lot of
foul on the
contact. Let
shot.
me
He'll
get
go
that.
to the stripe for 2. Sean Kemp picks one up right there.
Talk about some great numbers for O'Neal. 12 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Robert Parrish is checked in for Ariza. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Tracy
We
McGrady.
got another big
Conley
lineup. So
kicks
I
to
got
Gay.
Dennis Rodman and at the 3.
They set the screen. The screen from
at
Kemp.
the 4.
And there's the
Joe Arenas
foul.
tried
It's
to
on
run
Clutch.
right through Sean
That
Kemp.
is his first foul of the game. Here's Allen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
I don't know
And they'll
who
be
set
counting
that
on
pick,
even more
but that
points
was a
from him.
mean one.
That's
Was it Rudy
essential
Gay?
if they're going to pull this
That
game
was a
out.
mean pick.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Kemp against Parrish. Butler passes to Arenas. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's now 10 points for Clutch.
And he's
I saw
shaking
him
off
coming
that
through
slow
the
start,
pick.
giving them a
Gilbert
boost
Arenas
here
did a good
in
job
the
running
second.
through picks too.
To the
On the
paint.
round.
Outside for Kemp.
Nice. He got me going. He ain't gonna shoot it over. Really? Rudy Gay in the post?
Gay against O'Neal. Gay can't get it to go.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And it's Arenas penetrating.
Ah,
It's
didn't make-
Tibbs
oh,
with
shit.
the steal.
Too much dribbling.
Tries it from 9. Shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 7. Arenas with it. Conley picks him up. Screen by O'Neal. Arenas dishes to O'Neal.
Lot of contact. Just keep sending this to the line,
And
baby.
let's quickly check out the
scoring
scoring
points.
breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Fuck.
They've been penetrating
People
with a
going
certain
down.
amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half
That's what you
as
want.
the first.
I ain't
Something
even
else you'd like to see is how
if it was
well
a
they've shot
perfect
their free
release or
throws
not.
tonight.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. O'Neal's checked in.
They got Shaq back in.
Conley kicks to O'Neal.
I went for steal.
Down it goes, jamming that one home.
Grown man's power flush.
Shaq
with a long
didn't score
angle
until that.
rim at the end
Instead
of
of
it.
Clark, that
right
could be a
there.
catalyst for him.
I think you're
I
And
tried to
we've
see
seen
it.
those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Rudy Gay on the wing. That's another one
And
for
that's
him.
I didn't want that.
Fifth in just 7 shots.
Some
Should've cut it to
defensive
5
breakdowns are
just
starting
like
to show
that.
up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high
That wasn't
percentage
really
shots
good
are what they are getting in
possessions.
terms of the attempts, and that's just not
I
going
tried
to
to
get
do a
done.
little
They've
bit too
got
much.
to figure it out.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks,
I like
guys.
the
I got a
five
chance
the
to
way
hear what
T-Mac
Flip
and
Saunders was
Gilbert's been
saying to his
playing.
club. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the
Butler,
things
get
that
that
have
in
gotten
there,
us here
boy.
this far. We're
Jimmy been
almost
playing
home.
nice too. He got
Great
8
job
points.
of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Conley, the pass to Allen. Kemp kicks to O'Neal. The screen from Kemp. Passes to Gay. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Bad pass.
Well, that's
Turnover.
inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Let's see if we can
Around 3
punch
minutes
this lead
gone
in the
here in the
double
fourth
digits.
quarter. Arenas with it. The dish to O'Neal. It falls for the 6th
Jermaine
time
O'Neal
in
go
7
right
tries
around
this
Shaq.
contest. That's 86%.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Conley kicks to Allen.
Jumped on that one. Ooh.
Kemp dishes to Allen. There's the pass to O'Neal. And it's Conley penetrating. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Clock at 6.
Nowhere to go.
Rebound Minnesota. O'Neal's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game.
A lot of contact. They
and
didn't
that's
even
why
call that.
They are now understanding how to
That was
win.
a whole lot of contact. Shaq basically just bullied him out of the
Outside
paint.
Conley. Kicks it to Allen. A
Allen
rebound
is
by the
off. That's what I
Timberwolves.
like to see.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Pass to McGrady. The tray.
Brady wide open. I know it. Damn.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
I ain't even stopped the
Lays
ball.
it in without an inch of room
Terrible
around him.
defense. I ain't even stopped the
Gaines
damn
got
ball.
4 points this quarter. Timberwolves leading by 7. And here is McGrady. Screened by O'Neal. Fires from the wing. Changes up. And it's good on the way in.
Jermaine O'Neal
O'Neal's
just been
got
that
10 points
man
in
for
just
me.
the second half.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
I don't mind him coming off the bench for us.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by Jermaine O'Neal.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for the Thunder. Butler with
Good
the
steal by
steal.
Jimmy Butler.
To the middle. Here's O'Neal. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Shaq got there.
Shaq's got
In a
3
good amount of
rebounds
time.
now in this one.
This match.
Here's Allen. Back to Conley. And he finishes
Nice
on the
move.
way.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here is McGrady. Parrish with the screen on Allen.
Grady off the pick.
The
Can't
shot
get
by
it.
McGrady, no good.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Conley's shot is off.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's Arenas.
You gonna leave Gilbert open?
Timberwolves keep it alive. There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. Back to O'Neal. That's in, coming off an assist from Arenas. Arenas has got 3 assists now in this one.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Nice game. Great performance by Jermaine O'Neal.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him
Good scoring
off.
all the way
And the
around.
Timberwolves making a change here. Rodman's checked in. Allen passes to Kid Gilchrist. Allen in the post. McGrady covering. Here's Kemp. And again,
Nothing.
Oklahoma City, no good.
Nothing.
Minnesota leading by 9. Outside Arenas. Back to Rodman. Tracy McGrady on the wing. Covered by Conley. 5 to shoot. Here's McGrady. Kemp with the rebound. Kemp's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Arenas against Conley. He dishes it to O'Neal. Here's Kemp.
Oh.
He jams it straight down.
He wanted that dunk. John Kemp
boy,
wanted
to
that
be
dunk.
young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
Butler against Kid Gilchrist. Kid Gilchrist with the
Oh, he
steal.
stole it.
And the shot
And
counts.
I
He's
found
fouled.
him.
It's a
Come
chance for
on,
a
man. That's cheese. That's all cheese.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm
fucking
and still
cheese.
able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed
Man, they gotta
his
play the
will
foul game
on
right
the
about now.
defense that time. He was not
Figured it.
going to be denied right there.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That puts
Either
them
one
up
or
by
two
5.
5-point game. Whatever you look at, it's a 2-possession game. They need a quick basket.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 5. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. Allen. Oklahoma City the rebound.
Oh.
Here's Kemp.
Ah!
And it's good.
Oh, come on.
Gets the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, heard the
Now
whistle.
they got a
and
chance to make
kept
it a
his focus
2-point
and
game.
able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was
Gilbert
impressive.
missed a clutch free throw.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're up
Damn,
by 2.
okay.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope the alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
Nice,
Now a
gritty game.
timeout called by
The
Oklahoma
game that
City.
we needed.
They're trailing by
That
4.
first game,
There's
got out of
21
hand
seconds
big
left in the
time.
fourth
Kind of
quarter.
made me hit that reset button.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Allen inside the 3-point
Oh,
line.
no.
And so he earns a trip to
Come
the line. Officials saw the
on.
contact, and he'll shoot 2. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady. So the first one drops, and that
smart
narrows the
by Ray
lead
Allen.
down to just 3.
Clank it.
Ray Allen hits them both.
That was essential that he cashed in on those free throws. They're within one possession.
I don't want to turn over. That'll put the ball down there, so I'll call a timeout and advance it.
And the Timberwolves call timeout. They're up by 2. 16 seconds left in the fourth. "16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And there's the intentional foul.
He ain't go for the ball,
to stop
man.
the clock here. He hits the first one,
Give me
and
one.
that makes it a 3-point lead.
Give me both of them. Give me
Second one is
both of
good.
them.
Getting both at the
Stop playing with my
line. It's
man
a
Gilbert.
4-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Releases. Connects.
No. Oh my gosh. Ray Allen just won't let this game be over, man.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're in front by 2. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I think Gilbert's a better free throw shooter than T-Mac.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
I believe he is.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
I wasn't sure if I was going to make that or not.
It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Lets it go from deep, off on that one. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg. As
They ain't had no three-point shooters in.
But that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team.
But I'll take
all I
it. Good
know
win.
Is they were the better team.
Well,
This
said.
is actually my
And
first
that about wraps it up.
time winning
This
a
is Kevin
game
Harlan
playing
saying
2K
thank you
Online.
for watching. Now time to send.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Play the game. More than likely, Jermaine.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunning.
Nothing happened
You
to
saw
my
people
camera.
leaving early
I just
ball,
decided to
throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP.
To do a non-cam
crowd
type
shut down
thing.
performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about.
But I got you. I might do another
I can't
video
imagine
later.
a player having
Maybe
a
the
better
last
night
of us.
from the field than he had tonight.
22 and 8
His
is
shooting percentage was off the
great.
charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from.
My man, you old
And folks, that'll
motherfucker
wrap
coming
it
off
up
the
for
bench.
tonight. We hope
That's
you
what we
enjoyed
need.
the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and
So
the
him,
entire
Robert
2K
Parrish,
Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson.
Trevor Reza.
Have a
Those are the
good
guys we got from the trade. And it showed dividends. I believe it did. So Rudy had 13. Ray had 12. He had the bulk of that at the end. Kim had 9 and 6. Conley was off, but he had 7 assists. Nurkic had 8 off the bench. Patterson had 6 and 4. Shaq was just nothing. 2 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, and a block. And he really ain't do nothing. So that's good for us. He didn't dominate how I thought he would. Jermaine had 22 off the bench, 22 and 8. Gilbert had 15, 13 for T-Mac. Jimmy Butler had 8, but he made some clutch shots, I will say. Robert had 5 and 6 and a block. And then Rodman did his thing. He had 2 points but 9 boards. That's what I brought him here for. I'd like to give Monroe more points than 10. Good game, fellas. Let's see who we're going to face the next game. So we got the end of the month until we face the Suns. Who's on that roster for now, at least? Because they could make some trades. D-Wade, Damian Lillard, Sean Marion, Jerry Lucas, and Rudy Gobert. Shit, that's a pretty decent team. They got a pretty nice team. But we ain't never scared. We ain't never scared. Yeah, they got a pretty good young team. But I can put Jimmy Butler on Dwayne Wade. Yeah, put Jimmy Butler on Dwayne Wade. Shut him down. Jerry Lucas. I don't think you can crash the boards as swiftly as my man Dennis Rodman and Gobert. I like our chances. I like our chances. So I'm going to keep that going. Let's get to that game. I didn't even check the record. But after this, I'm going to look at the league leaders. It's only been like 2 or 3 games maybe. See, the Suns made a trade already. Anderson for Matthews. That's what you want to do. I'll accept it. I am the GM too. That's what y'all want. I'll accept it. A lot of trades going down. Danny Green for DJ Augustine and a 6th round pick, whatever. Oh, Christmas just passed. Jermaine O'Neal, a severe ankle sprain for what? From what, nigga? 6 to 8 weeks? A severe ankle? What the fuck have you been doing? What the fuck? We ain't been practicing. Wow. Now this son of a bitch is out. Wow. That sucks. I gotta put in Milicic. Damn, that sucks. Might have to pick up a center in free agency. Milicic is fucking buns. I'll let him play though, I guess. I have no choice. I really got a choice to let him, but to let him play. What I'm gonna do? Alright. Birdman. The Birdman. Rick Mahorn. That's my name, Rick Mahorn. Kendrick Perkins is garbage. I would not. Really, too many decent ones out there. Greg Oden. Just need another 7-footer at least. Somebody that can defend. Oh, everyone sucks. Greg Oyster Tag. I might as well keep Darko. This guy's 7'5", 360. God damn, who the fuck is that? I've never heard of that guy. Symbule. Nah, I have. He's some shit though. I might as well just keep Darko in. I think he's a 7-footer, right? Yeah, and he's 18. I'll take it. I'll take my chances with Darko. Darko Milicic. I believe he's on this team. He's on this game, isn't it? Like the older Darko. He is on this team. This game, I believe. I think he sucks though. Is he a free agent? I think he's on this team. I mean, on this game. I keep saying team. Oh, maybe he's not. Okay. Maybe I thought he was. Alright, we talk about the Suns, T-Mac, blah, blah, blah. Let's look at the standings. Golden State is 4-0. Technically, we're in a tie with the 8th spot, but we've only played 2 games. It looks like everyone else has played 3 or 4 at the most. We've only played 2. Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, they're all 3-0. A couple 3-1, one-loss teams, winless teams. Yeah, okay, and Phoenix 0-3. Well, OKC's winless too. Where's Dallas? Dallas at 2-2. They bust us in that first game. Like Kawhi and fucking Rip Hamilton just fucking shredded. Like we couldn't do nothing on offense. I want to see what Golden State got. They got a undefeated KG, Pat Ewing. Oh yeah, the Iceman, Rondo, and Nick Van Exel. Damn, that's not a bad lineup. That's not a bad lineup at all. Ty Evans, Eric Gordon, Plumlee. They don't have a bad day. I mean, their bench ain't the best. Yeah, they got Evans and Gordon. Their bench ain't the best, but Garnett, Ewing, Gervin, Rondo, and Van Exel. That's a nice little starting lineup. Where else was I? Memphis. So how are both of them undefeated, but they're under Denver and the Clippers? That don't make sense. If they're both 2-0, they should at least be over the Clippers and the Nuggets. I don't know how that works, but whatever. Let's look at Memphis and New Orleans. I just want to look at all the undefeated teams. New Orleans got Bill Russell, Isaiah, Joe Dumars, Danny Granger, Derek Favors. Okay, they got a nice little squad. Harrison Barnes, J.R. Smith, Jeremy Lin. This squad ain't bad. The Nuggets, LeBron, Dwight, of course, Devin Booker, Sam Cassell, and Josh Smith. Damn, that's a nice little. Richard Jefferson, Kyle Korver, Ricky Rubio, Kenny Smith. They're alright too. So Denver is alright. Oh, that wasn't even a team I was supposed to look at. Memphis was the team. I gotta stop smoking before I play this game. Memphis, who they got? Where they at? Grizzlies. Magic Yao, DeMar DeRozan, Paul Millsap, Dennis Johnson coming off the bench, and Jabari Parker. Ooh, Jason Richardson, Jabari Parker, whatever. Hey, got a nice team. I can't hate on them. So they like 1-0 team? No, okay. So am I the only team that played just 2 games all together? I think I am. 1-1. Yeah. Okay. All right. It'll match up eventually. So Chicago, Pistons, Cavaliers. Chicago, they got the Big O, Moses Malone, Paul Presley, Jeff Teague, Grandmama, John Havlicek, Kenneth Reed, Craig Elo. They're not bad. Not bad. Cavs got Paul George, Russ, Porzingis, CJ, Duck Collins, I guess is there, coming off the bench, him and Rivers. Who's that? Oh, and Bynum. Okay. Him and Jaleel. Last team's the Pistons, I think. Alright. They got AD, Elgin Baylor, Penny, Michael Cooper, Mitch Richmond. No, Mitch doesn't start. Enes Kanter, Tyson Chandler, Nick Batum. They got a good team. John Paxson. Yeah, they got a good team. They got a pretty good team. So how's niggas getting hurt? Like, how the fuck does Jermaine O'Neal get hurt for 6 to 8 weeks? And he didn't do a fucking thing. I still do need like at least another 7-footer on my team. Get some more big man, maybe another guard. So another guard, point guard maybe, preferably Andre Miller. I could call Andre Miller, Bobby Jackson. Jason Terry's down there. Zubop. Zubella. Ooh, Bojan Bogdanovic. I don't know. I need a point. I need a point guard. Nate McMillan. I'm gonna give Nate McMillan. He ain't gonna start, but just to have somebody on our bench. Shit, Nate. Let's have another 7-footer, I guess. Everybody just. He's not necessarily a 7-footer. I mean, he's not necessarily a 7-footer, but I mean, Rick Mahorn. It's like his blocking and all that shit. Ain't the best rebounder. He ain't the best shot blocker. I might go with Irvin Johnson. Yeah, I'm gonna go Irvin Johnson. I'll get him. He was always some shit, in my opinion. So whatever. But yeah, that'll do it. I think I'm ending here, y'all. Thanks for joining. Keep watching. I'll probably drop another video later on today. Shit, the fuck am I doing? Yeah, I'll probably drop another video later on tonight. But until then, man, I'll see y'all. Y'all be safe. Peace.